Hey friends, Mark Holmes here for my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, this just doesn't work. Guys, I'm getting worried. In fact, I'm getting a little scared. Whew. The league year hasn't gotten here yet. You can't talk to free agents until starting Monday. But the Philadelphia Eagles have been killing it this offseason. They've been making moves and trades all over the place. They basically have said that we will trade Nick Foles for the right price. We have been looking at doing whatever it takes to stay on top. They made a trade for Michael Bennett for peanuts, a fifth-round pick. Now, I know he's a guy that sometimes can be a little vocal and a pain in the ass, but the guy produces. They're not sitting back. They just traded Torrey Smith to the Panthers. Torrey Smith, who had about 430 yards receiving, about 36 catches, kind of a luxury player, an asset, a spot where they had a couple people that maybe if we get rid of one of those and get a little thinner, we can bring somebody else that'll be a bonus. So they got Daryl Worley from the Panthers, a cornerback who is kind of more of a run stopper. He's not your typical cornerback, but definitely another boost for that defense. And that defense, granted, they played a soft schedule last year with some of the cupcakes in the NFL, but they were number one in quarterback pressures, they were number one in quarterback hits, and they were 15th in sacks. And you start adding more players to that defense. Now, I know there's a lot of times where you have teams that'll go out and try and buy another Super Bowl and things, and, the Redskins are famous for that. They end up bringing in a whole bunch of players and they fall flat on their face. They did that a bit last year, and they came back with a ring. And they're getting stronger every single day. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, well, we don't have money to do anything. Well, with the cut that we made of Benson Moya, that gets us about $3 million. There's other places where we could go to get money. I know we don't have money to spend. But guess what? The Philadelphia stinking Eagles, before they made the move for Michael Bennett, were $10 million over the cap. They're $14 million over the cap. But that hasn't stopped them now, has it? They are over the cap more than anyone else, $14 million, but they're still making moves. Now, come Wednesday by 4 o'clock, they got to be back to zero. But they realize one guy is not the way you go. It's about having the best group of talent together collectively. Use the assets that you have to bring in other pieces to fill in your weaknesses. What are we doing here in Dallas? Our defense, we're going to lose Scandrick. We're going to lose Anthony Hitchens. What are we doing to replace those guys and get better? All we're doing is we're arguing about pay cut for Dez Bryant, whether he should stay or should he go. In the meantime, other teams are getting better. The Redskins are trying. It doesn't usually work for the Redskins, but they're trying. They're making moves to bring in talent. The New York Giants are bringing in talent. All we're trying to do is maintain what we have. And what we had last year wasn't enough. We have to get enough to compete with those guys. They're not kicking back and waiting for us. They're trying to leave us in the dirt. And from where I'm standing right now, if we don't start making some moves to fill in these holes and to get stronger, we will be left behind. We got some hard thinking to do, Jerry. Some hard thinking to do. I'm getting scared. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely getting scared. We got a lot to talk about tonight at 9 o'clock during our live stream. We're going to be taking some of your calls because we need to talk. My man John, he'll be with us tonight here in studio. Yeah, it's going to be busy. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Jabu. We'll see you tonight at 9.